Hey guys, today's video will be another tropical update or discussion really on potentially when we could see some sort of tropical development occur. It's still, nothing is still really all that set in stone whatsoever. All the models, really only the GFS model continues to hint at some possible tropical development while none of the other models show anything, but it's just something to talk about at this point rather than really alerting you guys about tropical development that could impact land or anything. But yeah, the National Hurricane Center again currently today, as of today's latest advisory at around 2 p.m. They still don't have anything that they're monitoring within the next 2 days, or if this will load, or within the next 5 days. So again, there's nothing really that concerning or that threatening that the National Hurricane Center would start monitoring it for potential tropical development of any sort. Though, if you look at the GFS model again, this is getting towards this Friday. You can see there's some sort of like frontal low that could form and then break off and become some kind of stronger tropical storm for a few days. And then if you look at the very southern Caribbean there, and we go all the way to the end of the run. Now this is like way at the end of the run, like 384 hours out. You can see there's some kind of other tropical cyclone that the GFS shows forming. Of course, this is again 384 hours out. So this second or last one that I'm showing you definitely likely won't happen around the very end of very end of May into the very beginning of June. But the system that the GFS is showing potentially forming out of a frontal system towards this Friday and this weekend does seem to bear something. It's like does have some merit that you could watch. If it continues to be more, if it shows consistency with showing, especially this system, going through the rest of today and even through the rest of this week towards this time frame, towards this weekend. Again, I will of course post much more updated videos on this, more consistent videos on this. Obviously, this is only one run, so. And it shows it getting decently strong, maybe a moderate to strong tropical storm, if it were to play out that way. But, again, it's really just like no other models are showing anything right now for tropical development in the Atlantic, which is very interesting. Since the past 6 years, we've seen very robust starts to the hurricane season in the Atlantic with preseason named storms, and it just continues into the hurricane season, and then we have just way bigger storms and much more concerning storms as we get to the peak of the season. This year, it's not so much really with a robust start, and so with that in mind, really, who knows what's going to happen this season? What this season could have in store. Again, the first tropical cyclone in the Atlantic hurricane season this year. Who knows when it'll happen? Could be this Friday with this system if the models start to really lock on to that and start being more consistent with it, or we're gonna have to wait until again, once we're into the hurricane season, once we're into June or July, so again, this is just really kind of like this video is more of just like an update on like seems like tropical development may be possible going over the next last few weeks of May towards the beginning of June, but really there's nothing really that pressing or concerning to really talk about with you guys in terms of the tropics, to be honest. If we go to if we look at the world, and let's see, we look at this the MJO pattern. You can see moving forward in time, we're in a sinking air phase of the sinking air phase of the MJO in the Atlantic right now, and that just looks to continue really up until we get to the very end of May and into June, where rising air MJO looks to take over, especially for the Caribbean, some of the MDR for a time, and then even getting even all the way towards the Gulf, all of the Caribbean, the East Coast. Again, it looks like maybe it'll be more interesting for tropical development as we get towards the very end of May and entering June. But, honestly, for now, we're in a sinking phase of the MJO, so that's not really helping development of tropical cyclones that much in the Atlantic. So, again, we're probably going to have to wait, I think, until the very end of May, it looks like, at this moment, for any potential tropical development to occur, or very beginning of June. So, right now it looks like the hurricane season, if a tropical cyclone were to develop, it looks like it could align more or less perfectly with the very first day, very beginning of the Atlantic hurricane season this year, around June 1st. So, again, for now, it's nothing really that pressing to talk to you guys about in the tropics right now, with any kind of potential tropical cyclones that are really imminent, that really look like they will occur. But it's really just one model, especially this is just one model run of one model that is showing some potential decent development of tropical cyclones over the next few weeks of May into the very beginning of June. But really, actual good tropical development potential seems to be at a much higher chance of possibility once we get to the very end of May or very beginning of June, right around that time frame of the very beginning of the Atlantic hurricane season this year. So, again, this is more of just update on, possibly when tropical development in the Atlantic could occur to begin this year's Atlantic hurricane season. But, again, nothing's set in stone. Nothing is really official or anything. So, again, I guess I'll just continue to keep you guys updated over the next few weeks to see what's gonna happen with this year's Atlantic hurricane season, when the potential first name system could occur. Because for now, everything is quiet in the Atlantic, nothing to worry about whatsoever. The National Hurricane Center, for really, to be honest, the first time in 6 years, it's getting a pretty decent break from really jumping on and monitoring tropical cyclones so early and so far back from the beginning of the hurricane season. So, they're having a nice break. This is kind of nice, to be honest, that we're not immediately jumping on already and covering our first Atlantic named storm. So, again, for now, it's really just going to be some kind of boring, and honestly, I'm not afraid to say it's probably going to be a bunch of boring updates on just, again, when possible tropical development could occur, and not really about specific tropical cyclones that are actually occurring in the Atlantic. The East Pacific as well is being quiet right now and stuff. So, again, nothing really, again, nothing that important or pressing to talk about. It's really just possibilities to talk about in this video. So, but in any case, even with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please consider liking the video down below. Comment down below when you guys think possibly the first named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season could occur. Do you think it will be anytime before June 1st, or do you think you agree with me? Do you think it will be right around June 1st, as I showed you, especially with the potential of the MJO being more favorable around then? So again, comment down below. Let's have a nice, lively discussion down there in the comments section. Let's have a nice lively discussion down there in the comments section. Please make sure it's respectful, though. Like the video down below, and as well, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, make sure those bell notifications are on for my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.